about any additional stuff for Bobby or even rescinding the flagrant?
Yeah, I know John's dealing with the league on that. I know he had a call into them this morning. They were supposed to talk a little bit later on, either this morning or this afternoon, about that. But, Bobby, again, you go back and look at that on film, he clearly went and made a play on the ball. And, in fact, he got the ball, initially on the possession. And, again, it was a competitive game. Bobby was going to make a play on the ball and trying to help us find a way to win that game going down the stretch. Again, John is dealing with it from the league standpoint. We've talked to Bobby at length about it. And, again, his competitive nature is to go and try to make a play to help us win a basketball game.
When you say, sorry to interrupt, when you say he's talking to the league, what is he just like trying to get rescinded or something?
It's just part of the process when this type of situation
Got it.
Do you think he gets a bad rap is what happened?
Well, again, when you look at these types of things that happen with players with altercations, they happen a lot more than people think. Every training camp and season that I was a part of, you always had something like that come up. The end result obviously was something that you don't deal with very often. But Bobby is a competitive player. Nico is a competitive player, and things escalated. And unfortunately, it happened, and we dealt with it and moved forward. And again, I've talked about this a lot. I give everybody a lot of credit that was involved in the situation to be professional about it, and not let it affect the team in a negative way. I'll say this about Bobby Portis: he's a wonderful kid. One of the most polite kids I've ever been around. Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am type of kid that's very competitive when he steps on the basketball floor. So again, I said it the other night, there's nothing dirty about that play. I feel bad for Satoransky. He played an unbelievable game with the way it fell, and I hope he's going to be okay. But the play itself, from Bobby's standpoint, I did not see it as being a dirty play.
Fred, there was a play, I think a couple of years, maybe it was last year or the year before, where Doug went baseline, and I think it was against Washington, when he went baseline, got clocked upside the head, got a concussion. I don't think there was any concern about that being termed a dirty play, but in this one, it was kind of a different tenor, even though the fall was probably harder for Doug.
Yeah, it was, and again, these types of things happen in the game when you've got competitive players out there. You've got big, strong physical bodies out there banging around, and it was. It was unfortunate for Doug. He missed a couple weeks, I think it was, with the concussion. But again, you move past it, you move on, and you hope it's nothing that will be a long-term injury or a long-term situation.